Times NBA players got caught cheating. Athletes get paid millions and millions of dollars to perform on the court. After a tough game, these stars go out for some nightlife, going to bars and strip clubs. Players like to celebrate wins or drink after losses. Sometimes they're so intoxicated, they end up having poor judgment and cheat on their girlfriend or wife. More times than not, an athlete that goes out with his buddy will cheat. They have the money and can please whoever they want. Money and fame talks, and these players know that. It stinks that some athletes aren't loyal. These athletes should stay away from relationships and be single if they want to have that lavish lifestyle. It's selfish. Here are times NBA players got caught cheating. LeBron James. LeBron James met his wife, Savannah Brinson, at an Ohio high school that was a rival of his school. Of course, LeBron, the senior stud on the basketball team, while Brinson was a junior who played softball and also did cheerleading. She caught James's eye while cheerleading, and the rest is history. Early in James's life, Brinson became pregnant with LeBron James Jr. during her senior year of high school, a year after they'd met. At the time, it was an unplanned pregnancy, and the baby came just in time to watch James in his rookie season in the NBA with the Cleveland Cavs. I was very scared. I was bawling. But James said, quote, "It's not going to slow me down, and it's not going to slow you down. We're going to keep doing what we have to do," Brinson recalled to Harper's Bazaar. James made sure nothing would slow him down. He started his rookie season while making Brinson a main priority. James and Brinson are currently married and have 2 more kids. Brinson and James first met at a high school football game during his senior year. James asked Brinson if she would attend a basketball game. Brinson wasn't really into James at the time. She said, "I'm like, nope, I'll take his number." Brinson had no idea how talented and highly touted James was. James had stopped reaching out to Brinson. Obviously, he was a busy man, being the highly touted prospect that he was. Brinson started to think about James one day when she was bored. She remembered how LeBron showed interest and wanted to reach out again. Of course, she attended a basketball game and finally realized how big of a player and how much hype there was surrounding James. Quote, "I went, and I was like, wow, this guy's pretty popular in here," she told Harper's Bazaar. After the high school game, Brinson and James went out for dinner with some friends. They started at Applebee's, but soon ended up on their own at an Outback Steakhouse. James and Brinson liked each other enough that Brinson was pregnant soon after the first date. Like any teen mom, Brinson was nervous about the future of her life. "I was thinking, what am I going to tell my parents? What's going to happen to his career?" she told Harper's Bazaar. Some believe Brinson wanted LeBron's baby because that would mean he would stay around and she would get paid from him being the father. Clearly, that wasn't the case at all. Even though James made the cover of Sports Illustrated before playing a single game on an NBA court, Brinson thought he was a normal high school senior. The chances of living out LeBron James's life is very minimal. Brinson thought he would be a local superstar and then move on with life. Sports Illustrated saw James' success on the court before Brinson. "I just thought he'd be a hometown hero for his era, and it would be over. He was a normal high school senior," she told Harper's Bazaar. James and Brinson soon had another child and were not married. Brinson was getting disappointed that it was taking James so long, but knew all the pressure he was under, so played it cool. Brinson didn't want to rush James. She said, "We're really comfortable with the way things are, and it's not up to me. When it happens, she said. 2 years later, James proposed in January 2012. The funny thing was that James was still nervous to ask the question. A guy who has performed in front of millions of fans was nervous to ask his girlfriend to marry. He had Dwayne Wade hold the engagement ring for him, and as the ball dropped to start the new year, James asked Brinson to be his wife around family and friends. "I asked Wade for the ring right after the ball dropped. He was like, 'You ready?' I was like, 'If you don't give me this ring right now, I ain't gonna do it.'" James and Brinson married in September 2013. However, here's where things get dicey. LeBron James was caught in the DMs saying, "Hey, what's up?" to a woman named Rachel Bush. He also got caught messaging Heidi Hoback, who is also an Instagram model. He said, "Tell me how to hunt, and I'll teach you how to play ball. Deal? LOL. James has plenty of downtime on road trips and wants to fit in with the rest of his teammates. It's still unknown if these texts or DMs are real, but those DMs or texts were never publicly addressed by either of the two. James Harden. Khloe Kardashian accused James Harden, her ex-boyfriend, of cheating on her. Harden had apparently pressured Khloe to commit to a more exclusive relationship. Khloe wouldn't budge. Therefore, Harden ended things in July of 2015. Khloe blamed Harden for the bad relationship. "I don't want to put up with people that you want to become monogamous, but then you're not monogamous," Kardashian explained. "I've always said it's long distance. We don't need to be monogamous." There's a lot of stuff going on both of our lives. You live in Houston, I live in LA. Let's just see each other when we see each other. Harden wasn't down with the long-distance relationship. He rejected Khloe's idea and moved on. Why wouldn't you say, okay, that's great, she questioned. Instead of forcing a relationship, let's be committed. He wanted that. I mean, I wanted it, but I wanted to be realistic. I was like, it's unfair. I'm working so much right now. You're in Houston. We don't need to be committed. He sought me out. He wanted to be committed, then wasn't committed. Khloe even said that she had evidence that Harden was unfaithful and potentially cheating. I was like, great, this guy's in it for the long haul. Let's do it. And then I found out he wasn't, she added, and I have the receipts to prove it. Apparently, Harden was caught off guard when he heard that Khloe was making this accusation. Khloe talked about Harden cheating publicly. Harden wasn't too fond of this. He's really pissed she blasted him like that, when for the most part, he's kept the relationship private, a friend of James revealed to HollywoodLife.com. But that's a Kardashian for you. She threw him under the bus to spark some ratings on her show, but it's cool, it's whatever. They're over now, and he's happy, and so are his teammates and his friends. Now he can focus on real reality, not her fake reality. Nobody liked James Harden in that relationship. It seems like his friends and family, along with his teammates, were happy that James moved on. Harden is more of a personal guy, and it seemed like Kardashians always being in the public was something that he wasn't really enjoying. At this time, James Harden is dating Tiffany Golden. Her lifestyle is a lot more quiet to the public as she is a cybersecurity consultant. On December 8th, Golden posted a photo of herself standing right on the court in Houston. She's made references to Harden in cryptic hashtags and whatnot. Still, there's no absolute truth to this rumor. We all know she suits Harden's needs a lot more, though. Nick Young. Pop star Iggy Azalea was once dating Nick Young of the Los Angeles Lakers. It didn't exactly work out. Azalea tweeted about the real reason she was breaking up with Young. Iggy destroyed Young, tweeting that he was cheating on her with a number of women while she was away from their shared home. Iggy was on the road doing shows, so when Iggy was out of town, Nick would invite females over. In 2016, Iggy said, I broke up with Nick because I found out he had brought other women to our home while I was away and caught them on the security footage. How could Nick not think about the security footage? In a multi-million-dollar home, how could he forget about the security cameras? Anyway, Iggy's tweets continued as she shared her feelings. This is like a second shot to the chest, and I feel like I don't even know who the hell it is I've been loving all this time. Lastly, she said, people in this world are really effed up. Rumors also swirled that Young fathered another child with the mother of his 4-year-old son. Nick Jr. Iggy wasn't even aware of this until the rumor hit the mainstream media. She was also bothered by this and sent out more tweets regarding the rumors. Quote, I've never even been told by Nick that his baby mother is pregnant, so if this is true, I'm finding out via E! News. Young admitted to cheating on Iggy in a secret video that was later released after all the shenanigans. At that point, Iggy had trouble knowing what to believe. She originally said that she would stay with Young, but said that if she found out other things he was doing, things would surely end. No, I'm not cool with it. Like, you will have half a penis, Iggy responded. I already said one more video, just one more thing, and you lose a quarter of your meat. Nick chose to keep his meat and engage Kiana Green. No, it's been way overdue, baby, Young said when dropping down on a knee. I love you. I want to spend the rest of my life with you. And Kiana said yes. Nick started cheering and put the ring on her finger. Young then told Nick Jr., we did it, son. This was all over his Instagram. Green and Young had dated since high school and had an off-on relationship, obviously. In 2016, Young was previously engaged to Iggy Azalea, but the entire relationship was ended when Young cheated on Iggy for Green. Michael Jordan is the best basketball player to ever live, but I'll also go out on a limb to say he's not the best husband to ever live. Jordan was said to have cheated on his ex-wife. Jordan was extremely good at getting away with cheating, according to Tiger Woods' ex-wife, Elin. Jordan even mentored Tiger how to successfully get away at cheating. We know how that turned out. Jordan had an odd addiction. He loved to gamble and cheated on his wife, Juanita, hundreds of times. Once it was found out, his ex-wife was given $200 million in the divorce settlement, which is still one of the most expensive settlements in celebrity divorce history. Of course, when you're the greatest player of all time, you're noticed and wanted by everyone. That happened with Jordan. Women would do anything to be with Jordan. He's Michael Jordan. Jordan would be able to pay people whatever they want. He'd be able to have access to anything and order anything. He had all the money in the world from being a superstar in the NBA for years. Jordan didn't make many mistakes on the NBA court, but he made plenty off the court. Jordan acted classless and stupid when he was away from his wife. Jordan's cheating cost him over $200 million and potentially more. What a costly mistake. The funny thing is, we label Michael Jordan and Tiger Woods as the greatest of all time, even when they've done some of the worst things a single person can do to their wife. But the reality is, people in this type of lifestyle will always cheat and then later get caught. You can run down a list of athletes, and most of them have probably cheated throughout their careers. The cheating list includes players like Jason Kidd, Tim Duncan, Scottie Pippen, Klay Thompson, and even Paul George has also been caught. Superstars like Kobe Bryant and Wade were caught cheating in their days as well. It's way more common than you think, but it's not good that it's common, that's for sure. There are a couple athletes who have currently stayed loyal, like Patrick Mahomes and Steph Curry. Their wives have been cyberbullied for how they look. Players like Curry and Mahomes deserve respect. These guys stay loyal to their partners, and to be fair, their wives are not bad looking at all. It's a stupid cyberbullying method that people like to use. Everyone's human. Everyone has feelings. Athletes live the lavish lifestyle and get caught up with their teammates who are single and do stupid things. Meanwhile, fans cyberbully, make fun of an athlete's family due to looks just because of a bad play or game or even a season. If players laid off social media and stayed loyal to their partners, things would be completely different. What if Michael Jordan just stayed single? If that's the lifestyle he wanted, why didn't he just stay single instead of cheating on his wife? That would have saved him over $200 million. These players need to think about how life will change before committing to having a wife. Living a lavish lifestyle is fine if that suits your boat, but don't get into a serious relationship if you're not willing to be serious. It's totally unfair. Jordan paid for it, though.